Receiver 2. Now, yeah, so Receiver 2 is a firearm simulation game in a weird place, in a weird city-like environment. If anyone's played the original Receiver, I've not played. Yeah, it's all I've played so far. I've not played anything of Receiver 2 yet. Just started it up. Receiver 1, you get like 3 different pistols, and you have to control them like manually. Like each function, each interactable part of a firearm, is a different key on the keyboard. So you need to learn them and use them. You're shooting turrets and drones while picking up tapes, which talk to you about the mind kill and opening yourself up and reaching new planes of existence and communicating with other worlds and stuff. And when I started this game, I was first given a notice that this was going to have some content related to suicide, self harm. So do be aware of that. But yeah, I guess let's just jump in. Yes, I decided I was going to play this on stream after all after playing Slay the Princess, which is much more violent. Visceral, violent against yourself, against the princess. I don't know anything about this game beyond it is a sequel to Receiver and it has more guns and presumably more polish because the original Receiver was just made in like 7 days. This is was made 7 days as part of a 7-day FPS challenge. This is an actual game. So, introduction 0 out of 5. You have recognized that you are different from those around you. You see hints of light seeping past the frayed edges of your reality. You are starting to recognize the voice of the threat in your mind. All that remains is to demonstrate your resolve and receive the call. Rather Matrixy, isn't it? What is the Matrix? Open your mind. You have shown great potential, but the potential is yet to be realized. So we wake in, probably a hotel room. And the first thing I did is look out the window and look at the reflection. I am a target. I am a thing to be shot at. I am not a person. I'm not even 3-dimensional. No targets aren't. I can see the city beyond. Flickering lights. Well, I think that's a bug. And here, whirring of machines. Which is probably the... Yeah, okay, sneak past the kill drone. Okay, good start. Real good start. Their high endeavours are an inward light that makes the path before them always bright. Pressing Q does something, seems to focus. See, there's a turret down there, just like in the first game. I don't seem to be able to run. I did not sprint rapidly enough. Moral excellence comes about as a result of habit. We become just by doing just acts. We become just by doing just acts. Temperate by doing temperate acts. Brave by doing brave acts. Oh, what's this? Okay, I need to continuously tap W. There are options in the settings for hold or toggle. I probably will end up going to use one of those options, but for now, I'll play the game as it's intended to be played. Ooh, bullets! 2 bullets. We have prepared diligently for the mind kill using our most powerful mind tech. One of these preparations is that we were able to shift and reflect existing objects. During the Mindkill event, certain receivers have been tasked with placing ammunition from my caches where receivers can find it. I have something with balloons in mind. This mind tech is not compatible with the techniques needed to survive the Mindkill. If you are a survivor, remember that some of us sacrificed so that you could have a better chance to awaken. I wish there was a lead function. The turret. Can I approach the turret and do something with it from the rear? Be careful when approaching kill drones. Use slow taps, G, to hack the turret. Balance taps to keep the knife in the zone. Okay. Ah, that's already got it. Okay, cool. We can hack shit. That's an interesting mechanic. Way of doing things. Gun! North and Western Model 10. Model 10 set the pattern for all modern revolvers and will always be the most popular handgun of the 20th century. Okay. It was especially popular with American law enforcement and dominated the market. Before taking long shots, you can manually cock the hammer to make the trigger more sensitive. I'm using a mouse. I don't think that's going to be an issue. Smith & Wesson said to rotate counterclockwise, so if any chambers are disabled, you can minimize the effects by making sure that one disabled chamber is lined up with the uncocked hammer, and then the others are to the left. To safely holster the Molotov, make sure the hammer is not cocked. Now this kind of shit does actually matter in this game. Okay. Floppy disk. We don't know why, but magnetic storage media seems immune from the corrupting effects of the mind kill. This is why the receiver tapes survive, but also why receivers have chosen the floppy disk as a method to record and spread data. It may contain hints, tips, and strategies on how to survive. Sometimes there are personal messages meant to communicate our individual experiences. These are important too, lest we forget what it is like to be human, even in the dreaming. It is essential that receivers collect as many floppies as they can. Very well, I will. Well, I didn't die. Okay, so it's not set. The weapon is not censored in the screen. I can turn it on in settings, I believe. I can turn this. I can shoot his camera out. We'll do that. What the fuck? Okay, I got it. Gotta hold down the left mouse button. Right, I can't see shit now. Bolstered it. I think there's something. I think there might be a thing about quick holstering or versus slow holstering. And if the hammer's cocked, if you quick holster it, then you might be in trouble. Oh, you can't hack things. Wait, you can't hack things while you've got a weapon out. Gosh, this is tricky. There we go. That was a different mechanic than before. We have a tape.
When the mind kill comes, you will likely have forgotten everything about your own life before entering the post-mind kill environment. But everything that has become intuition, everything you've made a part of your inner self, the threat, is unable to erase. Therefore, it's important to train until the training becomes so natural that you give it no thought. Correct usage of your firearm has to become as natural as breathing for there to be any chance of success.
Okay, moving on. Now, the original game used hello balloons. So the original game did not use balloons. Balloons with rounds in them. Original game used procedurally generated maps. I wonder how much these worlds are going to be procedurally generated. This being the tutorial, obviously it's going to be handcrafted. If this disc is not blank, it means that you have survived the mind kill. If you have no memory of what happened, do not be alarmed. We expected this and prepared for this eventuality. We did our best to send you sufficient supplies and guidance, but the rest is up to you alone. Your path is a difficult one, full of hardships and setbacks. Even though you have forgotten, you have spent years training the receiver virtues of perseverance, discipline, and courage, and we know you have what it takes. Remember that we are still watching you from reality A, and we will never give up on you. Different tape. Or different floppy disk. All signs indicate that the mind kill is imminent. The threat has abandoned subtlety in its infiltration of the media, of our society, of our bodies. There is no longer any doubt. This is the time we have prepared for. Receivers who have volunteered for cash duty, now is the time to focus on your mind tech to ensure that your guidance and supplies reach those who survive. If you receive this message after the mind kill, please accept our aid and ensure that our sacrifice was not in vain. So, run and jump, okay. So I keep tapping it, that's going to be everything. Sleeping? Sleeping turret? Sleeping turret lies in wait. Never trust the dark room. Roger that. Okay, I've destroyed this motor. I'm all out now. Did I just fumble around? I did. That's interesting. Okay, hold on. So, I'll just tap things while holding down. Okay. Some receivers report hearing a strange voice when tapes are nearby. Okay, cool. Let's find our way down there. I need to get really close to hear this tape, but then I do have my sound turned down.
It is vital that you know that you are not dreaming.
No, I'm playing a
This
video game.
is real. This is the time you have prepared for.
New insight reached, ranking up to baseline. Okay, new receiver rank. Remember, breathe. I will try to breathe. Cult Detector Special! Still got the Yeah, they just give me the Gold Theater special. I thought I still had the. I wonder if they still have the Model 10. It's a bit odd that they just gave me it rather than having to find it. But then that's mind tech. That's the whole point of the Resistance is mind tech. You're beginning to recognize the symptoms of the threat and to develop a basic foundation for the defense of your mind and body. You are learning to focus, to persevere, and to confront fear and failure without straying from the path. Detector Special is the first snub-nosed revolver with a swing-out cylinder. The short sight radius makes it difficult to engage distant targets. When lining up disabled chambers, remember that Colt cylinders rotate clockwise. Hate is drinking poison and expecting your enemy to die. No, shooting someone is expecting your enemy to die. Just hate isn't going to get you very far. You have to take practical action. We got a flashlight. Yeah. So I can put that away. Some enemies can spot you from farther away when you use the flashlight. Got it. Ah, there's a turret directly below me. All I'm worried about is encountering one of the drones. It's no fun. Oh, disabled. That's what the disabled cylinder means. Got it. This is a 5-round detector special. Oh. Nothing's fucking firing. Suggesting I extract the casings, so. Were they all spent? I'll pick them up again, so they must have been all spent. Oh. Yeah, the motor. Nope, didn't. Okay. Well, I took its camera out, or took a light out at least. Right, I can release the hammer that way. A bit complicated, but doable. Ooh, that's a floppy disk. Oh, I should have. Yeah, I'm limping now. Should have gone down a level manually. Slowly. The mongoose strikes. Alright, mofos, you got me. I ain't never gonna make it to elite receiver ranks, am I? Guess I knew this all along. Never did get that whole mind tech thing, not really. I mean, sure, they got me some zen chops when I need them and certain stoic prowess, as some of my buddies used to say it, but much of that's my stunt training. It got me this far. At least at least I didn't get mind killed. But now I'm stuck. Truth bites, but what can you do? So what's a gal supposed to do? Well, I ain't a metaphysical genius, that's been established, but that don't mean I can't provide other receivers with useful intel, right? I figure since I'm pretty good at taking the hits and rolling with the punches, and since it seems I can't really die here, I should be true to my nature and treat this place what some of y'all call the dreaming. That name's too fancy pants for me. I like an opportunity to test myself and help others. Here's the deal. I'll try anything too dangerous for other receivers to do. I'll be that dumbass that gets in all the stupid places, tries all the dumbest shit, gets killed over and over again, but hopefully learns a few tricks in the process. And because I'm all generous and shit, I'll record that stuff and share it with y'all. A mongoose strikes! The name's Maggie. Don't worry about non-lethal impacts. Yeah. We'll experience the compound when I've completed what appears to be a tutorial. If I just tap left mouse button, it cycles the chamber. Oh. I'll hold it down. Properly fires. Oh, that was a bit low. Here we go. One shot remaining. Now, gotta be careful about that turret that I left. It should be blind, but supposed to be some rounds dropped here. Where are they? Nothing happened. I don't see any rounds to pick up, so those balloons were what? Trap or waste? Yeah, it's blind, you can't see shit. Killed it. Right. One ahead. There we go. Now, spin the cylinder this way, yeah. Oh, I can spin the I can just spin the cylinder that way. Now the next shot lined up is a live round. Should be five live rounds in sequence. I saw a blue light this way, so we'll carefully examine this way. Throw it up there on the gantry. Doesn't mean there isn't danger down here on the floor. Lost track of which way it was to the arcade I wanted to go to. Oh. That means there's a tape nearby. There it is. Oh. Blinded it. I want to do the tappy thing. Oh, mantle. Changing direction while running did not work. I really broke my ankle. Great. I'll have to find another way up to that gantry level. So let's just check out what the floppy disk I got was. Razor drop 1. Ah, okay then. Like I promised, here's Maggie Mongoose with crazy tip number uno. Uh, you know that crazy hospital section, the one with the creepy beds or gurneys or whatever they are? Well, if you find a good spot, you can drop down to the level below. If you twist in the air just right, you can land on the railing. I mean, it hurts like hell and your ankles won't thank you, but it's an alternative route that can get you out of a jam or put you next to a tape. Man, I hope somebody reads these. Thanks, Maggie. Yeah, there's a turret in there. There's more there. Oh, I should not have survived that. Aim for the light. Right, that's it. Shit. Just meant to cycle. Okay, I was not in full cover there. The shoulder was exposed. I have a very strict gun control policy. If there's a gun around, I want to be in control of it. I mean, I can understand that. Okay. So it's randomly selected the Model 10 for me. Randomly give me the flashlight and consume tapes. That's interesting for him. I got something. What did I get? Interference. Threat is certain to interfere with our supply chain. It's likely that most of our transmissions will be incomplete and off target. To make sure that we get enough through, we must send at least 10 times what the survivor will need, and must focus all of our training times on this mind tech. Unfortunately, this means we cannot survive the mind kill ourselves. Remember what we're fighting for. Even though we will lose our bodies in reality B, we will continue to exist in the radiant light of reality A. I mean, sounds very culty, but apparently it's true in this world. These worlds. Every time I rank up, I see the world clearer. Just like the receiver teachings say, but every time I die, it all fades away again. Just flashes of insight remain. This is why I keep this diary, to at least have a record of some of the practical things that I can still remember. Every time I die. What a strange thought. I try to retain the true deep insights, but it's almost impossible. Yeah, so this is my records. Okay. How we doing? I think I'm beginning to understand how best to use this weapon. Currently, it should be sat on the blocked chamber. So when I pull the trigger, it'll just go back. It will actually work. The SAA? Don't know what SAA is. I remember really liking the 1911. Oh, hello, what? Oh, just turn the lights off and stuff. Yeah, and these. Oh, hospital. Mongoose's tip. Yeah. Well, it's a classic. Taking it apart and rebuilding it in things like World of Guns and firearms. What's it? Gunsmith Simulator. It's such a simple weapon, which is not a good thing or a bad thing. It's a thing. You would like lean function, damn it. It's a tape or something nearby. Okay, where's that blue light coming from? Just flashed across the room. It's coming from the next room over. Tape.
You have seen the signs around you. The gradual creeping, decay, and dysfunction. You have realized something is wrong with the media and the people around you. That you are different. This is why you are ready to become a receiver. You have been issued a series of audio cassette tapes that are part of our system for advancing insight. By continually listening to these tapes, you will drown out and eventually counteract the negative influences from your environment. Once you have absorbed these tapes, you will have taken the first step towards awakening your true self. The media is a threat. We have a technique to help. We use tapes as part of this technique. You must listen to them to advance.
Okay, I don't think the reflection is. Well, maybe it is, but the reflection's all fucked up. Except for me. Well, that's pretty fucked up, but it's not visually fucked up. It's just like thematically, conceptually fucked up. Is there a reflection option on here? Reflection probes. I don't know what that means. It looks like the maze screensaver you used to get. That's weird. So the back block on the turret appears to be the magazine. Well, we can still fire one shot at least if you take out the magazine, but yoga in the park. Unnamed soldier number 1. Somehow I thought I was out of the warrior business. I showed up for a free yoga in the park to try something new. All yoga's free. I sure as hell looked out of place with my tattoos and buzzcoat, but there was. Can't have been out of the warrior business long if we still got a buzzcut. But there was something below the surface I knew I had in common with these people. I'd seen them in the park a few times on my morning jog. The way they move, they look in their eyes, like people in a combat zone. I understand that free yoga is actually a pretty common recruiting tool for things like Scientologists. Just jumped on in, fucked up reflection. I'm gonna try and swear less. I'm gonna try. What's going on? Don't like it. Don't like it. Well, let's go badly. Oh, that's quite nice. Broken glass effect. Backwards goats. Backwards birds. Yeah, some stuff.
While physical training is less important than mental conditioning, receivers know that the two are linked. To move the body requires thought and focus, and similarly, certain actions in physical situations induce specific states of mind. By training one, you train the other.
Yeah, I've already been here. Just cycle back myself, I think. It's hard to tell. I think I'm back in. Yeah, I'm in procedural generated lands now. Blue. Beware the blue. Its point of view is not moving. Yes, it is. Hold on. Oh! It shot a bit faster than I could line up the shot. I could switch to centered gun control, which would make me a lot more accurate. But I think some of the charm of this game is the inaccuracy of it, the trickiness of it. Now I'm just jumping at random sounds. Turret over there by the satellite dishes. It's going to be tricky to sneak up on. This thing does not have the best range. There's a tape nearby, probably in this building, through this door. Nope. Maybe next to the turret, isn't it? Looks like it's lost power. Not just mobility. That's not going back. So where's the turret? Where's the tape? Floppy disk? It bothers me. Henry, something doesn't add up. All these years of training, all the tapes we listened to, all the times we talked about what happened after the mine kill. And now that it's here, it feels off. Something doesn't feel quite right. I can't put my finger on it. Maybe I'm going crazy. I mean, everybody I have ever known and loved is just gone. Well, I'm not feeling it the way I should be feeling it. I just feel empty, numb. What's happening to me?
You have seen the signs around you. The gradual creeping, decay, and dysfunction. You have realized that something is wrong with the media and the people around you. You know that you are different. This is why you are ready to become a receiver.
It is very
You have
Matrix.
been issued a series of audio cassette tapes that are part of
Tape.
our system for advancing
Just had
insight.
a turret moving.
By continually listening to these tapes, you will drown out and eventually counteract the negative influences from your environment. Once you have absorbed these tapes, you will have taken the first step towards awakening your true self. The media is a threat. We have a technique to help. We use tapes as part of this technique. You must listen to them to advance.
You know, I hope no one has played these games and gone too into them and started to believe in them. It's exactly the kind of thing that can prey on some minds. Oh, hey! Oh, not at all. Alice, yeah. Glad you enjoyed it.
To safely carry a powerful concealed weapon like the
Thanks
Detective
for dropping by.
Special, the first thing you have to do is forget everything you've ever seen in a movie. Pretty much everything they do is dangerous and incorrect.
I'm killed by glass! Who gives a shit about glass? Oh, wow. So that's appropriate given the subject of the tape I was just listening to. Thank you. Yeah, wow. Big F. Oh, the shit. One thing I wonder is, am I coming back to the same level layout each time? Cool. Hard to tell with procedural worlds, both on times. Wait, what? I can use the elevator. I'm a bit scared to try Mongoose's tip about jumping. I do really appreciate the increased variety and just general colour and life that the environment now has. I do love coffee talk. Yes, the I still hate the cop. I still hate the fact that it has a cop that I'm supposed to like in it. But the romances and just the writer and the orc who's a video game designer, they're all cool. I love them. Hello, dear Maggie, Mongoose. I'm pleased to tell you that yes, somebody reads your missives. Gratefully, I can assure you. You see, I suffer from the opposite problem from what you described in your first message. That is to say, I'm rather adept at taking on the more metaphysical and esoteric elements. I tried your crazy drop method, and you were right, it worked, and my ankles did indeed decline to thank me. It earned me another tape, though. Perhaps I should repay the favour and share some of the insights I've gained, especially those in areas where you seem to suffer. With kind regards, Mitch. Okay, so what's the crazy drop? Again. Cheers. You find a good spot, you can drop down to the level below. If you twist in the air right, you can land on the railing. So I just need to look for a railing to land on. Give the guy some milk, yeah. I don't know, I try to play the game properly. And pissing off cops can be dangerous. I mean, obviously not in coffee talk, but it's all that kind of game. Railing, 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 railing. I mean, that counts. Ah, missed it. Yeah, that was a terrible run. Well, at least I didn't like die at 4 out of 5 tapes. That would be very frustrating. All's good to go. Spinny! Yeah, I definitely check out my YouTube channel as well. I'm posting some of my Let's Plays up there. So when you can't catch me, you can maybe watch those. But yeah, thanks for dropping by. Good to see you. My sleep schedule has been completely weird. Right now I'm nocturnal. Oh, okay. Change the face rig model. Let's have a look what we got. Let's go with. Oh, very stylish wolf. You got free woo. Tape, 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 tape. What's it? Moving away from it now. Where is it? Oh,
You have seen the signs around you. The gradual creeping, decay, and dysfunction. You have realized that something is wrong with the media and the people around you. You know that you are different.
blue light.
This is why you are ready to become a receiver. You
Go
have
for it.
been issued a series of audio cassette
Blue
tapes
light.
that are
There
part
we
of
go.
our system for advancing insight.
Code size. Can't shoot me now.
Tapes, you will drown out and eventually counteract the negative influences from your environment. Once you have absorbed these tapes, you will have taken the first step towards awakening your true self.
2 shots out of 6. Got 4
The
left.
media is a threat. We have a technique to help. We use tapes as part of this technique. You must listen to them to advance.
Boom. Okay, so. We'll just tap it. I can cycle without firing. Oh, well, the shit. That thing just fall out because I was holding in the wrong position. I think if you look up with the cylinder open, the rounds can fall out. Nope. No rounds dropped. Is it like a trick shot thing I need to do? Yeah. Where is it? There it is. It hasn't noticed me, but I start firing, it's going to notice me. Such a... Yeah, I understand what double action means. It's just how the game implements it. I've never actually had my hands on a revolver personally. Shit. Whoa! That was close. Still there, still alive. Fucking hell. I imagine that the glass is deflecting. I shot his leg out! That's different. Alright. Whole thing was trying to get back up again. Oh, that's different. I love it. Oh, I messed that one up good. Warning, upcoming depiction of suicide. To avoid, skip to 5150.
Every single day is the worst day of my life.
Okay.
It just keeps getting worse and worse. Every day, I step over junkies and human waste on my way to my third job.
Alright, Rochelle, calm down.
Dead in my mountain of dead. The planet is dying. The rich own everything. We keep killing each other for no reason. I'm ashamed to be a part of this world. I give up.
What? No, 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 put it away. Okay. I tried to. I was tapping and holding tab. Yeah, congratulations, Soeg and Master Chief. You got to see me shoot myself in the fucking head. Oh. Okay, I knew there was going to be suicidal themes, but I did not expect that. Yeah, I've played Receiver before. This is my first time playing Receiver 2. Master Chief, thank you for the follow. It's a learning experience. It's everything. Oh, it's an experience. Oh, gosh. Okay. Try again, shall we? Yeah, I don't know if there's a way to like stop the tape because I recognised that was going to be a bad tape. I just didn't realise what it was going to do to me. Highest rank? I have no idea. Two. Oh, is that like how many tapes I've gotten? Because I just started. Not going well. I do like getting the floppy discs though. Oh, I don't almost read this one now. It looks so miserable. It's full of things that want to kill me. Thing is, I haven't seen any other receivers. I always thought during training that we would fight this thing together. Like a family, they said. But they're all gone. Just like my little girl. Yeah, Lewis is having a bad time. Or Louise. Right, so I was definitely pressing... Tab does holster now, but it wasn't holstering that back then with the tape. Hydrate, I do have a sippy. Ooh. Liquid. Here we go. Blue light. That one should be easy to get behind. Right behind, but I can shoot from here. Easy. No eyes for you. Oh, there's a tape directly underneath it.
Seen the signs around you. Gradual creeping, decay, and dysfunction. You have realized that something is wrong with the media and the people around you.
This just sounds so much cooler when Morpheus says it.
Different. This is why you are ready to become a receiver. You have been issued a series of audio cassette tapes that are part of our system for...
If I'm missing something obvious, let me know. Like how to holster when you're about to shoot over the head. Otherwise, yeah, I just want to experience it.
The negative influences from your... Once you have absorbed these tapes, you will have taken the first step towards
either lucky or good, and I'm not sure which.
The media.
Oh, that's a good idea.
We have a technique to help. We use tapes as part of this technique. You must listen to them to advance.
I like that. I like it. Art in video games. Art within art within art. Oh, no one ever played Sunset, that game by Tale of Tales. That had some beautiful art and music and stuff in it. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, everyone. I'll bear that in mind. Oh, yeah, stay away from the glass. Don't like the window. Don't like the mirrors. Don't like it. It's too loud. Hmm. Oh, wait, what? Oh, I can just turn it off before. Do appreciate the increased level of detail over. I keep on saying the demo or the prototype, but I suppose technically Receiver 1 is the game itself. Taking it back. Yeah, I think it's like the gallery is corrupted or like half remembered, half forgotten. Like an AI trying to make a piece of art. It's something similar to what we know, but we know something is wrong, says Master Chief. Yeah, absolutely. I don't see a doorway in here. I'm just going to blast away in. Words for it. No, I can waste a few. We're going to die of all this. Oh, we have an error? It's fine. Just a bug up there. I don't know why you bother telling me. That should be relegated to console.
This tape is designed to test your focus in the face of distraction. Maintain focus on your breathing. How did you do? If your attention wanders, that is normal. Just notice that without judgment. Let's try again. Good job.
Thank you. You can jump through glass. I fired into glass from very close and then I died. So I'm a bit wary around the glass.
Cooper's third rule of gun safety is to keep your finger off the trigger until your sights are on the target. There are many physiological reactions that can cause your hand to tighten involuntarily. If your finger is on the trigger and you're surprised or stumble or tighten the other hand, the gun will fire
I'm just lucky,
a hole in whatever it's pointed at. This is especially important when drawing or holstering.
Oh.
Like takeoffs and landings,
there's a
this is
turret
where most
on a
accidents
level
occur.
below me.
If your attention wanders for a second and you try to holster your gun without removing your finger from the trigger,
it's right there.
You will shoot yourself in the leg. If you're trying to draw quickly, easily grab the trigger and shoot yourself in the leg.
There we go. Oh, there we go. There's more. Oh, lot. You know what? You can just keep spinning around like that if you like. You know, there's almost certainly a takedown there somewhere. Getting down to there without dying is going to be tricky. It was moving through the window the second time that seemed to create the error. Rotate. Oh, let's try it. Oh, there's no controls on this side. That's different. Where is the closest? Yeah. Damn. Accidentally double tapping and making myself run is not what I want to do. Mongoose time. I'm not dead. I'm not dead. I'm not dead. I'm dead. Oh, there we go. Oh, first time I've done that. Oh, look at the ways that the gurneys are arranged there. I'm curious what's beyond them. Alright, that wasn't. That's a shotgun. That sounded like a shotgun. Or a heavier caliber. No. Okay, hold on. I can see when it swings left, I can see the blue light appear on the seat there. Okay, no, it's just really loud. Because I've not played this game enough to know what is or isn't included. Great. I destroyed this motor. Now it can't swing back left. There we go, kill the light. Oh, I love that you can kind of screw yourself over like that. Do the mongoose move again. There's a blue light coming from somewhere. It is moving. Where's the other turret? There. I probably should have disabled the... Right, there it is. Well, another level down. Will it? Well, there is some elements that I don't know what is or is not a spoiler. Could all just be speculation for all I know. Oh, that was lucky. I accidentally did the double tap again. What are we doing for rounds? There's no reason not
In
to
a disordered
fix
mind,
them.
fear and doubt will often attach itself to whatever events are happening at that moment.
Yep.
These misattributed, diverted feelings can become habitual, compounding the problem of accurate thinking. This leads to confusion.
Most people probably don't read the
decision-making,
mongoosing
and
thing.
more anxiety,
Most
in a
people don't read.
damaging feedback loop.
Or look up or down. That's just
By
the
grounding
effective
thoughts in the
players.
present, one can escape this feedback loop.
I like reading stuff, so
Where are you? What time and year is it?
at least I can just like run through
What are you doing
glass and
at
I'll be
this
okay. Let's try
exact
that.
moment? What do you see? What do you hear? What do you really hear?
Okay. Well, that's not working, so need to break it before I run through it. Okay. Try that with an unbroken panel then. Oh, I hate having to double tap everything. Having to tap. Okay, that's how it's done. So, I am definitely changing the run controls though, because that's just unworkable for me. Windows are different health values, so it's random what window it works on. That, yeah, that's a bit cheeky, but I kind of like it. I'm doing something wrong. What am I doing wrong here? Oh, it's just... Okay, it's just shift now. I can just run by holding down shift. Okay, where's that? There's a turret somewhere above me, I'm sure. At least one. Yeah, this game really thrives off of the unknown. The uncertainty. Piss off. Resources bin. Yeah, that too. Yeah.
Indecision and anxiety are the natural result of disordered thoughts. Ideas have weight and potential. They exist in a sequence, linked to other concepts that precede and follow them. Mental exercises will forge these broken links into an unbreakable chain to harness your will.
Oh, I shot the bath. 5 out of 5. Here we go. Oh, rank up with the Smith & Wesson Model 10. Smith & Wesson Model 10 permanently added to the pool. Day... time is messed up. 1911, yes. That's what we'd like to see. That's what we want. Yeah. Right. How do I check the mag? Same way as ever. Huh? Oh, so it's, I suppose it's a restricted magazine? So I think any restricted lower amount of maximum rounds in there. Yeah. Ah, shit. Let's not do that. Yeah, there was a single round in the mag. I have 2 rounds. I don't have hands. That's the problem. I need to put something away. But trying to load a round into the magazine. I can't do that if I'm still holding the pistol, which means I just shot myself because the weapon was loaded and I quick holstered. Oh my god. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Got it. Loading, loading, loading. Okay. Rex likes to hinder you by blocking mags and chambers, yes. Engage the safety on this with a V. Yeah, everything will become muscle memory. Since I had this down years ago. Right, oh, what is it with the 1911? The safety can't be activated. Things wrong. Oh, what is it? Release slide lock. That's it. Oh, is it not cocked? I thought I did cock it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I thought I cocked it already. All right, safety. Safety on. Let's move for the safety on. Oh, yeah. Thanks game. I did notice eventually. Oh, it's actually giving me dark rooms as well now. But to keep an eye out for the lights, I should be okay. Yeah, cocked loaded, but safety on. Until I start coming up against the drones, in which case I might be more concerned. Right, turret. Okay, kill its light, but there's another one out there. Way too close for comfort. And out of rounds. Crap. Oh, one left. No, put it back in. Come on. That did not work. I might be a bit slow on that.
Together, we have laid the foundation. You have shown great potential, but the potential is yet to be realized. We have sent the message. Can you hear it? There is an insidious force moving through your media, weakening the mind and causing widespread dysfunction. We call this the threat. We have developed a technique called mind tech.
God damn. God damn, god damn, god damn. How clumsy do you have to be? Oh gosh. That's why we play the game. That's why we play this game, is to make better choices. Yeah, because I'm aren't exactly known for the best practice. Best practices. Oh, now I'm down to a detective special. I don't see a single turret over all this overview. That's weird. It's the range that I object to. The absolute lack of it. At some point, I'm going. Well, I'll finish the game as best I can, and then I will start looking at mods because people are going to put all kinds of things into this. What was that? What was that? Wait, now I'm getting unnerved by not seeing any turrets. It's like I just. Hey, I managed to get into the arcade. Completely missed the arcade. Managed all the way down to the arcade last time I saw it. We have a turret level. Oh, shit! That's probably what. That's less than ideal. The turret has fallen over, but it's still alive. Anyone want to play Lightning Shadow? Ooh, I hear singing. There it is.
What is the fundamental characteristic of balance? A stone, perfectly balanced, doesn't move. It is this precarious lack of motion, but with so much potential that's remarkable. Now, to balance the mind, one needs to bring ideas and feelings into alignment. where they are neither random nor stagnant, equally outward and inward, neither entirely positive nor negative. Within this narrow space of calmness lies the mind's potential. Failure to find balance results in a chain reaction of cascading thoughts and feelings, like a stone falling out of place, running into the next with no end and no control. I'm so sorry.
Oh, shit.
I've always been such a disappointment. I would have just kept getting more pathetic. I can't stand to be a burden on you any longer.
Emptied the cylinder, holstered the revolver, just gonna wait it out.
Forgive me. I love you. I'm sorry.
Well, fine, pull the trigger, it's not gonna do shit. Oh. Yeah, that is actually worse than Sailor Princess. Occasional drawing of stabbing yourself with a fantasy dagger. I can deal with that. Pulling the trigger on a very real revolver, which is moving in animation, visual, mostly realistic visual design. That's yeah, that's something. I'm glad there's not a bugged balloon. Unravel. I don't want to know what unraveled is. I don't want to find out.
When confronting the threat, a receiver must always remain calm. Most people panic under pressure and shoot before properly aiming. Remember that it's better to fire one shot that hits than 10 shots that miss.
Yeah, I have actually been aiming. Thank you, game. I was randomly chosen, but feels like an insult. Okay, I'm assuming that those big balloons in line have to be done with a trick shot to actually have any effect, because I've been shooting 1, 2, 3. They've not dropped anything. Base rig model change. Let's see what we got. Could just go back to the wolf to Moon. I'm just scrolling through the options right now. I haven't customized most of these. I'll go straight to your ammo. I'll have to click on the top left. Make a choice and move on quick. Jesus. Robot. We're going to be a robot. If the threat echoes are too much, you can turn them off if you're not comfortable with them. That's good to know. I didn't realise what they were called. I saw the option in the settings, but I hadn't clicked what they were. I'm okay. I'm feeling okay today. Other days, I would not be playing this game at all. Oh, that's a turret. Thanks for pointing that out, Mischief. Yeah! Actually, I quite like this robot avatar, which I've seen before. I have to customize this one. Might make it regular. What I want to do, if this channel actually makes me remotely amount of money, I'll be getting custom face rigs, or at least a custom face rig. Yeah, see, that's the turret that got knocked down, still alive. And there might be a tape on the upper level, on that first floor. I don't want to jump down there though. Oop. It's a turret. It's yeah. I mean, it's an important thematic and gameplay aspect of the game to have them. If I wanted to play a more relaxing game, I'd go play Urbo, which I spent some time with last night. It's just this simple, calming match 3 puzzle themed around pulling buildings together. You know, I'm not sure it's worth paying money for exactly, but it's nicely well enough, nicely done enough. But yeah, obviously not playing Urbo, I'm playing Receiver 2. Oh, where's my tape?
With the rise of powerful concealed weapons like the Detective Special, along came laws to restrict them. In the 1930s, the NRA drafted and endorsed concealed carry restrictions that passed in almost every state. Starting in the 70s, they changed their mind and started aggressively campaigning to repeal those same laws. Until now, concealed carry is permitted in most parts of the USA. They still vary widely from state to state, so if you want to concealed carry, it's a good idea to learn the laws where you live. They're probably different than you expect. It's also important to learn the laws about when it's legal to use concealed weapons in self-defense. Now, they say it's better to be tried by 12 than carried by 6, but that can be cold comfort when you're doing hard time for murder or manslaughter. Before choosing to concealed carry, you need to, at the very least, understand the 5 pillars of self-defense: innocence, imminence, reasonableness, avoidance, and proportionality. Self-defense laws only protect you if you did not provoke an attack, the attack was clearly imminent, there was a reasonable threat of injury or death, you did everything you could to avoid the threat, and you used the minimum possible amount of force in proportion to the threat.
Of course, this information only applies in the United States, not in every state either. Good luck getting away with self-defense with a firearm in the UK. It is. I don't know. It feels weird to have firearms law just read out to me. It's surreal in a video game.
Control your breathing as you approach the
There we
door,
go. That's my 5.
slowly slicing the pie as you go. You're in the fatal funnel now as you move in a semicircle
I
past
should just
the
stay
door,
here
but
and
don't
not risk getting
rush.
shot.
See everything. Focus beyond that front sight. Let your body aim for you. Breathe. Corners clear. It's time to choose a direction and commit. Left or right? Which way lies victory? Which way death? Only
Absolutely
one way
agreed.
to
Most
find
states don't
out.
have a duty to flee first, but it's typically good to do so if possible.
Don't dawdle in the doorway. You're a silhouette, and that's where the guns are aimed. And sweep the room smoothly to encompass the whole space. It's a difficult thing, but practice makes perfect. Slow is smooth. Smooth is fast.
Yeah, Master Chief, I imagine this game is relaxing when I play more of it, when you've played more of it. You understand. You just get used to it. You have reached a sleep. Oh wow. You don't start a sleep, you have to work your way up to a sleep. When I was I was looking up information about Receiver 2 before playing tonight, and many of the top results. Glock, we have a Glock now. I suppose there's torture mod. Right. There we go. No. Something. Yeah, loading the Glock mag is slower. That makes sense. That feels right. Really empty. Wait. Oh yeah, there's no safety on the Glock, of course. But this does have full auto. Now, stop doing that. Carefully holster it. Don't drop the damn thing. Yeah, I'm getting used to this. We'll get there. Stop dropping it. There we go, right. Block Hunger's flag. Yeah. This game, the Glock has a much lighter triggering game than real life. Okay. I mean, not that I have any experience with what's in real life either, but I mean, I've watched. We've got some weapons and stuff like that. I hope the Glock doesn't go. No, the Glock isn't going to go when I jump. Oh, hello. Yeah, I would never use full auto. When you rank up and want on low. I suppose, except if I'm about to shoot myself in the head. Right, there's a turret over there. Oh, there's one up there too. Okay. When it points out. Oh. Okay, one down. That was messier than I would have liked. Achievement got Röntgen for being shot through a wall. I do not know what Röntgen means. Oh, so my toes. My toesies. No. Okay, there's some messages I need to read. Apparently. Yeah. Training. Falling asleep. Together we have laid the foundation. You have shown great potential, but the potential is yet to be realized. We have sent the message. Can you hear it? Yeah. Oh, hang on. Oh, yeah. Don't want to read those out. Let's go. The notes are more interesting, to be honest. Great. Some tapes seem to be trapped. I have to find the tapes. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh, my day entry. So there's something weird happening to time. Ever since I woke up after the mind kill, I felt increasingly disengaged from any notion of time and space. I don't know how long I've been here or how long I've been fighting. I seem to be alive, and I can make progress by studying the tapes and get closer to the truth. I guess that's what I should do. Oh, the searchlight out in the city was confusing me. I just saw moving light and thought it was a turret. Television tape. I will keep an eye out for it. Won't seem to have it. No, I'm still baseline 1 out of 5. I've not. Did it knock me down? Did it knock me down a level because I got shot too many times. That's never gonna stop being cool. Okay. Okay, yeah. So that's good. So you can't. Ow. You can't brute force it. Well, fuck you. Ooh, something. There's a turret above or below me. Can't go up. Oh, I can go up. Here we go. I mean, I could pick it up. Let's pick it up anyway. I don't really use the flashlight. But I hear say I don't use it, then immediately I of course use it. If I hear singing. Imagine environments get darker and more difficult as they go on. Still haven't seen any drones, just turrets. Which is, I think probably a good choice, especially for players new to this series.
The mind kill degrades the condition of firearms, making them much more likely to malfunction. You can clear most malfunction by tapping the magazine to make
New
sure it's
tapes.
seated, racking the slide to chamber a new round, and then bang, you're ready to go. Tap, rack, bang. A thought is not just an idea, but also a way of thinking that idea. It can have different qualities: heavy, smooth and cold like a firearm, or buoyant, ephemeral and warm like a balloon. After the mind kill, when things seem at their most hopeless, remember that there
Thank you
are
for being so
other
considerate.
receivers out there. These thoughts will raise you up and keep you afloat. If you can train your mind to not get weighed down in the face of adversity, it can help you survive the mind kill. Now, as strange as it sounds, we've received transmissions indicating that some receivers have dreamed balloons into existence, containing helpful items. These receivers have usually achieved the highest levels of mental strength, maintaining a certain lightness of thought, even when facing the end of their reality's timeline. We live in a world in which hostile thoughts
We
and
live in a
ideas
society.
are constantly present in the media, pressing in on our consciousness. Events are often also outside of our control, but not outside of control. Others use these concepts and events to create this anxiety.
Oh, that's a game I want to get. Alan Wake 2.
Thoughts flow in a
I've been hearing
sequence,
very
by
good things
inserting
about it.
harmful media into your life. Your thoughts can be hijacked.
That'd be a great one to stream, I think.
Once you are behaving in a reactive state, you will spread these contaminated ideas to others, allowing them to degrade more people.
There
Practice
it is.
basic media safety. Control your information environment. Act, don't react.
I'm not sure how seriously the game is taking these messages, but that last one's got a point. Be careful about what media you consume because you are not immune to propaganda. So, and not, even if you are immune to your opinions being changed, you're not immune to. Oh, that was close. The misery and defeat and weight that it can cause. Kill 3 robots with 3 bullets in a row. It's a piece of cake.
I did my best. I know it
Oh
doesn't
shit!
seem like it, but
No.
I really did. I hope you believe me.
I thought it was hidden from that one. Yeah, I love it. Apparently, Twitch Autobot doesn't like the word tonguing. Yeah, yeah. I should have just said where I was. Shit. Got 7 rounds in there. How's the flashlight still on? I only have 2 hands. That's not how this works. Maybe I was holding the flashlight in my mouth. Doesn't seem like that kind of game though. Oh, I've had to do that. I've had to do that a few times. It's very uncomfortable. Oh, there's a magazine down there. Oh yeah, yeah, you're right. It disappeared at the bottom of the screen in Receiver One. Oh, okay, hold on. We'll rearrange things. Ooh, can I remove rounds? Yes, I can. Right. Ooh, VR. Yeah, hold tab. I just was lazy on that one, I guess. Yes, receiver 2VR. That sounds like fun. I wonder if I can get it. Go play VR at a friend of mine's house. Dropping it, you dumbass. Right. Moving on. You can spawn into a rank with it in your mouth already. Nice.
You have seen the
Oh,
signs around
so
you.
many mags.
The gradual creeping, decay, and dysfunction. You have realized that something is wrong with the media and the people around you. You know that you are different. This is why you are ready to become a receiver. You have been issued a series of audio cassette tapes that are part of our system for advancing insight. By continually listening to these tapes, you will drown out and eventually counteract the negative influences from your
First time I'm
environment.
finding this many magazines.
Once you have absorbed these tapes, you will have taken the first step towards awakening your true self.
Little tape
The
nearby.
media is a threat. We have a technique to
Tape
help.
nearby.
We use tapes as part of this technique. You must listen to them to advance.
What the? Come on. Where the shit am I not firing? What's wrong here? Did I drop a magazine somewhere? Oh, a magazine in this. Oh my god, that's embarrassing. There it is. I swear I'm better at this and I swear I'm better at, well, airsoft. Right, there we go. Your own gun? Okay. Kill this power, that's nice. That's what we like to see. Where exactly did I hit? There seems to be more detail in the turrets now. Whenever I hit this box at the back, that seems to be the power, and otherwise I've been hitting the motion mechanism in the center. Yeah. Okay, so where was that tape?
When Glock patented his polymer-framed pistol, the Austrians didn't bat an eye because they had been blasting away with a polymer-framed assault rifle for years. The American market was more skeptical. Vietnam vets had hated the unreliable M16 with its polymer handguard and stock, even spreading rumors that it was a toy gun manufactured by Mattel. The media spread fear that the Glock could somehow pass through metal detectors, despite a pound of steel. The Glock's polygonal barrel made bullets untraceable, and with its unprecedented high-capacity magazines, journalists claimed that the Glock was tactical Tupperware that was tailor-made for terrorists. To address these concerns, Glock used a number of clever marketing ploys, including entertaining police chiefs and politicians at lavish strip club parties, and offering to replace their old sidearms for free. Now, the cops didn't need much convincing. They were
Bad
tired
business.
of bringing trusty old six-shooters to gunfights against the crack cocaine cartels and their high-capacity weapons. Glock quickly achieved a high market share in American police departments, and once civilians started to hear how reliable they were, they started to buy them too, at full price.
Okay, because I worked out. There we go. I remember Receiver 1 turret arrangements pretty well. It's just, it does seem to be more detailed now. And yeah, I like discovering that the battery and the motion and the I suppose motor or moving parts were separate. Also, that was my first jam there. Got the casing stuck in the slide. Another tape nearby. Oh, that's a magazine. With a lot of rounds here. That's going to be useful.
When
Oh, I would
confronting
survive.
the threat, a receiver must always remain calm. Most people panic under pressure and shoot before properly aiming.
No, I'm okay with that.
Remember that it's better to fire one shot that hits than 10 shots that miss.
Well, I've been aiming for the optics mostly. Boogerman from Luis. I finally fell asleep. For days I was too scared to even try. What if the drones find me? What if a turret materializes in the room with me? So I slept under a bed in the apartments like a child hiding from the boogeyman. Or the boogerman, as my little girl used to call him. Audrey had a whole raft of funny words like that, but she was always completely serious about them. Daddy, is the boogerman green? God, I miss it. Oh, God, don't bring kids into it. Right, that's the turret, and we hear another tape. And 2 more tapes. Is that dead?
A firearm is simple in some ways, deceptively complex in others, but always dangerous. Gun training anchors the mind in the moment. By apprehending the lethality of the tool and focusing on the moment-to-moment use, a receiver is able to strengthen the mind-body link. Like with ideas, objects in the physical reality vary in their utility. Although some thoughts and tools are extremely dangerous, we don't arbitrarily limit what we can use. Rather, we strive to better understand ourselves and our environment, so that we may safely handle even the most dangerous situations. Kill drones don't feel pain, don't feel fear.
Yeah, I really do not shoot the legs.
You make it physically impossible for them to function. The surest way to disable them completely is to destroy their batteries, found in the thickest part of the base of turrets or the rear body of flying drones.
Right up with Block 17. 5 o'clock. Okay, I'm back to being asleep. So far, I've only hit the legs once, and that did result in the turret just laying on its side and still being terrifyingly lethal. Huh. Get it. Yeah, there's literally nothing in it. 7 rounds. No. Game, come on. Stop doing that. Right. Because it's R and T together to inspect the chamber, but you press R first, it's just going to draw a slide back. It's possibly my favourite thing about Receiver is this flashlight pose. Very practical. Is that what it's called? Harris technique. Whoa! Shit. That's not what we want. Please turn aside. Make slides lock back. I am out of rounds. No, and 4 left. There we go. I did not intend to have full auto. I know I don't need to hardcore fully destroy the church. I just wanted the silence so I can better perceive extant dangers. Like this little fucker. Oof. You've wrecked the mag. Oh, stop doing that.
Together, we have laid the foundation. You have shown great potential, but the potential is yet to be realized. We have sent the message. Can you hear it? There is an insidious force moving through your media,
Yeah,
weakening
they do.
the mind and causing widespread dysfunction.
Oh, fine. No, I misread that.
We call this the threat. We have developed a technique called mind tech to combat this threat. A new set of tapes has been issued to train and prepare you.
Shut. Did I do say so myself? Oh, I'm going sloppy. Well, it's ammunition. I'm no longer awake. Bad things happen. Demoted. Revisiting base. You can't explain why, but this game's environment reminds me of the original Deus Ex. I think it's part. Well, I say I can't explain, but I think part of it is how much time I spent peering over things, searching the environment visually. Okay, you have momentum. Okay, that's worth noting. almost ran off the edge of this container. Isn't that how I play game? Get a grip. Now I might have trouble. I might have got myself into a bad situation here. Black shades. Oh no, I broke it. Yeah. Dangerous blue light or just ambient blue light? Ambient blue light. I won't do anything yet, that's concerning. Oh, there's a light. Where's the turret? I'm supposed to rotate. In here somewhere.
The world of the mind stretches far to the horizon. In this space, it's tempting to dwell in the past or explore possible futures. Attention flits from
Game is
one
this?
distant idea to the next,
That's
visiting
not a game.
100 unlikely scenarios, spreading thinner and thinner. This is the unfocused mind. In contrast, sharp focus is always concentrated on the present moment. What action do you have to take right now?
Okay.
Each new moment necessitating the next thought and action in a correct sequence.
Thank you.
Indecision and anxiety are the natural result of disordered thoughts. Ideas have weight and potential. They
That's just the
exist
thing that
because
happens when it's got procedural
weight to other
generation. Sometimes
concepts
they'll
that
just be
precede and follow them.
what feels
Mental exercises
unnaturally
will
close to
forge
one
these
another,
broken links into an unbreakable
I
chain
suppose.
to harness your will.
Hello. Tape. Alright, mongoose. Fine, I'm fine. It's just my ankles. I don't need those.
It's common knowledge that some needs are a higher priority than others. People note that in order to pursue
Real killer of
some,
receivers is getting
others must
overconfident.
be fulfilled
1000%.
first. They frame the complex situation using a simple, unrealistic examples, like how you can't be happy if you don't have air to breathe. These simplifications are used to hide more complex truths, that the body sustains the mind, and the mind sustains the body. The most present needs are in the domain of the mind. Without baseline function of thought, you can find yourself without the will to move or eat. Strengthening the mind by developing focus and resilience is the goal of a technique we call mind tech. Cooper's third rule of gun safety is to keep your finger off the trigger until your sights are on the target. There are many physiological reactions that can cause your hand to tighten involuntarily. If your finger is on the trigger and you're surprised or stumble or tighten the other hand, the gun will fire and make a hole in whatever it's pointed at.
It's entirely possible.
This is
Or I might be on
especially
another level that I
important
now
when
cannot
drawing or holstering.
reach from down here.
Like takeoffs and landings in aircraft, this is when most accidents occur.
Not in the bin.
If your attention wanders for a second and you try to holster your gun without removing your finger from the trigger, you will shoot yourself in the leg.
Shit.
If
Whoa.
you are trying to draw quickly, you can easily grab the trigger and
Well,
shoot
there.
yourself in the leg.
Okay, I'm going to get a better angle on that one. But I hadn't expected to find trashed gantries here. That implies something trashed it. Whereas everything else I've experienced, more or less. I mean, maybe the gurneys are in odd positions and seem used, but everything just feels constructed and abandoned, not exactly damaged. Oh boy! Went for the flashlight, accidentally holstered it. I was very, very lucky. I should have got a recoil there. Probably should have shot myself. Oh, there's the tape. There, in fact, right there's the tape. Okay, we're just gonna
theories exist on the
sit
nature
here.
of the mind. We live in a simulation.
Well, you do.
Are our thoughts the result of chemicals and structures formed by random mutations? Or perhaps we are gifted with a soul by a higher power. The reason these questions persist is because previous attempts have failed to find a convincing answer. What is clear is that the mind harbors immense power over perception. And
Variety more than
changes the most
once you've got the game,
aspects of reality.
increased variety is just more budget. It's just a matter of time, people, money. I found that Remnant 1, when I was recently playing that, I kept just thinking that if they just had more money, that would be a more interesting game. It wasn't fundamentally bad, it was just there's not much to it. Actually, when did this come out? How old is this thing? How old is this? No magazine. Seven rounds and one in my pocket. $2020. Yeah, seems unlikely. Oh, that's on the. Oh, great, I just solved this. Why did I do that? That wasn't necessary. Okay. Oh, other way, other way. Yeah, I'm slowly getting used to the buttons again. Right, empty that. Fill that. This is set to semi-automatic, and let's go. They have in the works an update. They're just not working on it right now. Guess they're working on other games. They also make like fighting lagomorph games, don't they? We played one of those in the Rails, and I just remember it having really odd physics, throwing yourself across the map at incredible speed. I want to hit the gong. Oh, I like that. I did not hurry that release. That was not a tap, that was a hold. That was just fun. That was for me. Looks some really excellent sound production on this game.
The physical body is a projection cast by the luminous mind. As such, all physical interactions are mental. While in-person
Still
interaction
working on
may
Overgrowth.
use abstraction, such as words, much more communication is taking place via proximity. If you focus, you can feel the subconscious mind reaching, dreaming in reality A. This true understanding beyond words.
Right.
The threat
Blinded
has
that one.
limited influence on the physical world and seeks to subvert true interactions. They do this by inverting values, making the lowest forms of communication, words and images, seem like the only ones. People degraded by these ideas isolate themselves,
Hit it.
thinking this
Deflected.
medium of communication is a form
hit
of
it.
communion. Not only is it insufficient, but it's also a channel for the
There we
threat.
go.
They co-opt even this thin thread of connection until you are totally isolated. The more you use their compromised channels, the more isolated you become. This is why we train together.
Well, that seems reasonable. I mean, it's really good. It's always good to hear when developers work closely with mods and mod makers. Absolutely right over the mod maker to keep secret what needs to be kept secret. Almost a full mag. Nice. Okay. My goal right now is to get to the next level. I mean, obviously, it's this. But that'll be the highest point I've gotten to so far if I managed to pull that off. Yeah. I think new guns and tapes would be expected. More damaged environments. I seem to recall that damaged environments was something they added to the original later on. It was like in a small update. I might be imagining that. When looking at what weapons are in this game, I was surprised to see that there's only pistols, revolvers. Whereas I remembered from the mods for the first one that there was like the shotgun and a Tommy gun. And I hadn't remembered that they were from mods, not from the original game. Oh, I should probably actually read some of the things I'm picking up. I found a note today, and unlike the other notes from fellow receivers, this one talks about encrypted messages. This has upset me a lot. Why are receivers keeping secrets from each other? What is it that some of us aren't allowed to know? This never came up in training. Why would we need to write coded messages unless something we are doing is dishonest or wrong? Are receivers deceivers? Oh, you thought you were so clever. Talking about the unnamed soldier talking about going to yoga. They didn't push anyone to join. I could tell they were extremely cautious. We would just show up, do the guided exercise. We would just show up, do the guided exercises for an hour, There wasn't anything out of the ordinary from where I was. Hold this pose, concentrate here, breathe, and always listen, listen, listen. I did this for months. I was curious, but also patient. Later, I learned that this process was called getting to baseline. After a while, I started to notice a strange pattern. Something near the end of the class. Sometimes near the end of the class, I would see a person or two look up as if they heard a noise. It seemed kind of weird. It's not unusual, you're out in the park. But my hearing isn't that great anymore after so much time around gunfire and explosions. I'd also started grabbing some coffee after class with another member, Amy. We were just friends hanging out, but things seemed to be going well. One day, doing Downward Dog, I noticed her do the thing, like she heard a sound. At coffee afterwards, I asked her about it, and she clammed up right away. I pressed her a little bit, and she blurted out, "You have to stop watching TV." After that, there was always some reason she was a bit busy to go to coffee. 5 months after I started, I finally heard the tone. I was holding a plank, looking straight down at the grass, sweat dripping from my nose, while I heard it. It sounded so weird, I looked up, and there was Amy, looking right at me from the other side of the circle, smiling. One of the instructors, Lawrence, came up after class. He told me that he thought I would benefit from practicing at home, and he gave me a cassette tape. I had no idea what I was getting into, but I also knew that this is exactly what I had been waiting for. TV out with a cassette tape is pretty unusual. I suppose unless you're... Whoa! Shit! We've had our first round. Shit, 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 shit. Okay, now I'm just panicking. Don't panic, calm. Breathe. I'm gonna go for automatic. You blink when you fire automatic. Of course you do. Shit, 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 shit. Right, rounds. I'm out of rounds. There was a turret back here. Maybe there's some rounds underneath it. Oh, I love this shit. The game is freaking me out. But just searching for ammunition. On top of this water tower. Nothing. Oh, turret there. God damn it! It's not that far to fall. No! Oh crap! I'm gonna have to take a quick break, get some more water. I will be back in trying to survive in a moment. Don't forget my water. Oh, yeah. Important to stretch and water. Oh yeah, past television. Right, I was looking at the wrong thing. Screaming. I giggled so much at that one. I'm not going to look at the achievements because then that would direct me too much. Okay, we'll look at good deal. Sometimes I'm wondering what I'm hearing, and I think it's just pipes and steam. Oh, there's no piss off. Maybe shouldn't survive that. Too hard. I like the glow. God damn it. I did hold it, just not for long enough. Okay, that's gonna be tricky. That's a tape over there. Oh no, floppy disk. I'm gonna have to go up over the drum onto the trash. Over the AC. I can do it. Just gonna shoot the battery there, but then I remember to save the ammunition. There we go. Wait, who's this from? Secret. Mongoose. Hey there, Mitch. I like that name. Glad that my Mongoose podcasts reached you loud and clear. Seems my crazy plan works. Let's keep this thing going. Oh, I think this conversation between Mongoose and Mitch is going to be my favourite. Oh. I swear I held it. Never long enough. we go. Had a clear, easy shot of the battery there. Hold on for that. Wet robot dreams. Don't like it. Drone. High-pitched whining. Sounds like a drone. Oh. Well, I can't see and it can't move, so consider that a win.
The most important virtue of a receiver is mental resilience, and the only way to build resilience is to practice rebounding from adversity.
Yeah, it's short. Get it.
The mind kill degrades the condition of firearms, making them much more likely to malfunction. You can clear most malfunctions by tapping the magazine to make sure it's seated, racking the slide to chamber a new round, and then bang, you're ready to go. Tap, rack, bang.
Certainly remembering time in the Army Cadets, I failed a firearms test because when the testing officer told me pick up that rifle, I picked it up and waited for the next instruction, which did not come. He'd expected me to pick it up and check it, clear it, make it safe on my own initiative. Whereas I was like so terrified of doing the wrong thing that I didn't do anything. I did do the right thing. Tape. There's tape back the other way. Oh! Let's just clear this first. You are the king. Nope. So where the heck is it? In there? I'll figure out where the tape is. It's gotta be above me. Oh, for the... Look to put the weapon in safe condition, but it's a block. Right, and this revolver's got 2 locked chambers. Infuriating. Also a turret in the next cell over, but I can take care of this one first.
You have seen the signs around you. The gradual creeping, decay, and dysfunction. You have realized that something is wrong with the media and the people around you. You know that you are different. This is why you are ready to become a receiver. You have been issued a series of audio cassette tapes that are part of our system for advancing insight. By continually listening to these tapes, you will drown out and eventually counteract the negative influences from your environment. Once you have absorbed these tapes, you will have taken the first step towards awakening your true self. The media is a threat. We have a technique to help. We use tapes as part of this technique. You must listen to them to advance.
It's always weird catching just a glimpse of my reflection in glass. I'm going to do this, see if I do this level by level. Move as best as we can. Just the top, top floors, and then down, and down. Ooh, that should kill me. It's less than ideal, but functional. Yeah. Right nearby. This doesn't have an exposed battery.
We live in a world in which hostile thoughts and ideas are constantly present in the media, pressing in on our consciousness. Events are often also outside of our
Yeah.
control, outside of our
Sorry, I guess
control,
where it was
but
and shot
not
didn't that do the
outside
trick?
of control. Others use these concepts and events to create. Thoughts flow in a sequence, and by inserting harmful media into your life, your thoughts can be hijacked. Once you are behaving in a reactive state, you will spread these contaminated ideas to others, allowing them to degrade more people. Practice basic media safety. Control your information environment. Act, don't react.
One more shot. Good. Wait, go. Story does not function.
The most important virtue of a receiver is mental resilience, and the only way to build resilience is to practice rebounding from adversity.
It's got to be the shortest tape by far. I wonder how many tapes there are in each level. There's no way that I'm finding all of them, and there's only 5. There's no way there's only 5, and I'm only 5. Yeah. The Unnamed Soldier. The first tape explained that the tone meant I had tapped into a deeper level of concentration and was the natural result of some autonomic response. The recording said not to mention the sound to anybody because they didn't want to make them feel left out. I didn't believe a word of it. That tape also introduced some new ideas about how the media was making people sick. I was skeptical, of course, but I also had to admit that going to the class, cutting down TV and internet time had made me feel better than I had in years. It's all a matter about what media you consume and how you engage with it and other people. I know that not using Twitter anymore has definitely made me feel better. But I'm very glad to have people on Discord and Blue Sky. A more curated social media experience. Sometimes it's really difficult to discern the light. There's just the faintest hint of blue on the carpet there. Fun now. Mode function's dead. I release the camera again. They want to holster it with a
Many
hammer
theories
cocked.
exist on the nature of the mind. Do we live in a simulation? Are our thoughts the result of chemicals and structures formed by random mutations? Or perhaps we are gifted with a soul by a higher power. The reason these questions persist is because previous attempts have failed to find a convincing answer. What is clear is that the mind harbors immense power over perception,
Yeah,
and
because
that
I
changing
killed it.
perception changes the most
Well, blinded it
important
anyway.
aspects of reality.
Receivers. Every few weeks, I would get a new tape. My collection started to grow. I would listen to them on the bus. The tapes were pretty short, so swapping them out became a ritual. It made me wish I still wore a chest rig, but I made do with my backpack. Just imagine that, a chest rig full of tapes and a tape player. That's actually kind of cool. At work, the guys would give me a hard time about it. They would say, "Did you see the news? Magnetic tapes cause cancer. They're going to ban them." I had learned from the tapes that people like us were called receivers. Amy and I had started spending more time together again. She had her own tape deck and tapes and was way further along than I was. She'd been spending time at a place the group called the Rec Center. The group owned called the Rec Center. Something about her had changed. She was holding something back, and I knew the answer was on her tapes. At this point, you're like, "I'm in a cult. This is a cult. I'm being inducted into a cult." At what point do they ask for my life savings? Tape over there by the uh, Newton's cradle. There's also a turret in the next room.
Receivers know that the biggest predictor of success is true grit, the ability to maintain resolve in the face of adversity. The only way to develop this trait is through practice.
Oh, hey! We're back up to a sleep. We're back up to a sleep. Jeez, that's a terrible statement. Can we get to the rank above asleep? 1911, nice. Give me that 45. Absolutely nothing. Okay. Let's see something. Anything else? Okay. Blinded it. We had a tape nearby on the previous building site. Where exactly it is not immediately apparent. Yep. Must be up again. Well, it's somewhere. This is the least favorite part of this game. Is track is knowing I'm near a tape, I can't see it. Now I can't hear it at all. Found it.
Together, we have laid the foundation. You have shown great potential, but the potential is yet to be realized. We have sent the message. Can you hear it? There is an insidious force moving through your media, weakening the mind and causing widespread dysfunction. We call this the threat. We have developed a technique called mind tech to combat the threat. A new set of rules has been issued to train and prepare you.
Damn. Oh, completely run out of rounds before I kill this thing. I have to save this for one shot. Yes. Look, there's a round or two underneath it. Oh, I did manage to blind the other one down as well, so that's good. I'll get that. There doesn't seem to be any rounds underneath it. Oh, level. Don't kill me with glass, please. There we go. Kill the robot through glass. Oh, there's another one. God damn. Slide locked back. I have no rounds and I must scream. Come on, give me some munitions. One. Well, I did say give me some. And they did that. One shot. What was that? There seems to be several turrets around here. Yep. And if I go after one which doesn't actually have a round beneath it, I'm screwed. And there's a drone. There was nothing I could do in that situation. I spent too many rounds on that earlier turret. I got demoted again. Yeah, 3 turrets and a drone in one section with 1 round, which is never going to work. Don't demote me again. Don't do it. I don't think I can actually get demoted below baseline. Which makes sense, it's called baseline.
In 1919, the threat found a way to severely damage America by convincing the feds to prohibit drugs, kicking off a century of rampant gang warfare. Organized criminals suddenly found themselves with a state-enforced monopoly on alcohol, and used this windfall to buy bulletproof vests and automatic weapons that made the police 38 long Colt revolvers look like pea shooters.
Okay. No. Oh, this is embarrassing. Oh no. This game says he has opinions on firearms and firearms history. And this is a different unit. Hello, lathe. Good lathe. Actually, that'd be quite a fun modelling challenge. Not one I'm up to, let's be clear, but modelling a lathe. There's the turret. Hope you can't see the top of my head. Get there. Take relative somewhere. There it is.
You have seen the signs around you. The gradual creeping, decay, and dysfunction. You have realized that something is wrong with the media and the people around you. You know that you are different. This is why you are ready to become a recruiter. You have been issued a series of audio cassette tapes that are part of our system for advancing insight. By continuing listening to these tapes, you will drown out and eventually counteract the negative influences from your environment. Once you have absorbed these tapes, you will have taken the first step towards awakening your true self. The media is a threat. We have a technique to help. We use tapes as part of this technique. You must listen to them to advance. Many people believe that the brain is the seat of consciousness, yet important thoughts and feelings are carried out in ganglia, clusters of neurons found throughout the body. The mind stretches within the body and controls it. Conditions in the body reflect the mind, and damage to the body is damage to the mind as well. What is the fundamental characteristic of balance? A stone, perfectly balanced, doesn't move. It is this precarious lack of motion, but with so much potential, that's remarkable. Now, to balance the mind, one needs to bring ideas and feelings into alignment, where they are neither random nor stagnant, equally outward and inward, neither entirely positive nor negative. Within this narrow space of calmness lies the mind's potential. Failure to find balance results in a chain reaction of cascading thoughts and feelings, like a stone falling out of place, running into the next with no end and no control.
That was just my reactions. Was beat, run. There's two things shooting at me. I do. Drain a turret of ammo. Which one? This one. Oh, yeah, that one's hacking was more difficult than the others. Okay, that's on a filled chamber. Tape number 4.
This tape is designed to test your focus in the face of
Okay,
distraction.
yes, cue me.
Maintain
Go on.
focus on your breathing. How did you do? If
Very
your
good this time.
attention wandered, that is normal. Just notice that without judgment. Let's try again. Good job.
I'm going to tape and see a light. You see those? You see those? That was almost me. Oh gosh. Got it.
While some concepts are useful, others are the exact opposite. These terminating thoughts take complex and useful ideas and turn them into a simplistic cliche that is as incorrect as it is useless. The appeal of these thoughts is that they give a false feeling of certainty and authority, but they block true mental development. The functional mind questions and observes. It looks inward at the form of ideas applied in the mind as well as outward in the world. It views uncertainty as the twin sibling of curiosity. The dead mind is constructed of terminating thoughts. There is no room for feelings beyond a thin, fragile mockery of self-satisfaction. Personality is replaced with rote, checkbox-ticking behavior and reactivity. Human interaction becomes a grotesque parody where anything that doesn't fall neatly into a simplistic taxonomy of behavior gets ignored or assaulted. This causes a person to become less and less until, ultimately, they vanish.
Don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die. Okay. Would have preferred something other than the detector special, but just have to take this carefully. Luis, I was wrong. I'm not alone. Well, I am, kind of, but I'm finding things that have clearly been left behind by other receivers. Notes, messages. So there must be others. Where the heck are they? I have to find them. Asleep, you have demonstrated great potential. You're starting to build structure on your foundation in the form of mind tech, and learning to identify and reject the threat's anti-patterns. You have learned enough to realize how much you do not know. Maybe. Light off. Yeah, there was singing coming from around that corner. I don't think the tape. Oh, yeah, the tape is actually there.
Together, we have laid the foundation. You have shown great potential, but the potential is yet to be realized. We have sent the message. Can you hear it? There is an insidious force moving through your media, weakening the mind and causing widespread dysfunction. We call this the threat. We have developed a technique called mind tech to combat this threat. A new set of tapes has been issued to train and prepare you.
I jump down there, I'm likely going to die. I'm not even sure I'm supposed to be able to get down there. So, you know what? I'm just not going to try it. We're not supposed to be able to climb up there. It's not that kind of game. But it's slightly that kind of game. That thing fell over.
In 1919, the threat found a way to severely damage America by convincing the feds to prohibit drugs, kicking off a century of rampant gang warfare. Organized criminals suddenly found themselves with a forced monopoly on alcohol, and used this windfall to buy bulletproof vests and automatic weapons that made the police 38 long Colt revolvers look like pea shooters. To fight back, the police modified their Model 10 revolvers to accept a new kind of cartridge, the 38 Special, which could punch right through the gangster's armor. Undercover detectives felt left out, so Colt created the first modern snub-nose revolver, the Detective Special. It was small enough to easily conceal, but still strong enough to quickly stop someone. This was an instant hit, selling more than 1 million units, and prompting a wave of concealed carry laws.
I've never heard that story or that history. Yeah. 4 rounds left. How am I not dead? Because now I will be dead because I have no more rounds left. I have 1 single round. It's very generous. Yeah. There we go. In the very 5 position. Anyway, I had a dream last night. It was both disturbing and wonderful. In the dream, I could see people, human beings in a state of bliss and peace. There were millions and millions of them. Together they were dreaming a world. I can't put it any better than that. They were dreaming a paradise, aided by a power stronger and more awesome than anything I could ever imagine. But then I entered their dream, together with an army of other receivers, and we started shooting, and we destroyed it all. I don't understand why or what it all means. I think they were dreaming heaven, and we destroyed it. Hacker life forever! Been finding these weird encrypted messages. Maybe they're clues from the same people who send us bullets and guns. Hack the planet, baby! Seriously, what's up with this stuff? Oh, that looks like a simple. What the fuck's it called? We just shifted down the alphabet of so many figures. Rotational thingy. I can't be bothered to do that right now on stream. It doesn't sound like a fun thing to do on stream. That's just too fun not to do. Oh, close the door. Oh well. Hey,
The threat
I'm telling you, singing
exists
though.
beyond this world.
Oh shit.
In this reality, they are weak. Their actions are limited. With great effort, they have infiltrated dreams, implanting ideas. But it is humans who have nurtured these ideas, causing them to grow and spread. For these people who were already compromised and who have nurtured these damaging thoughts, there is no hope. As much as we would like to reach out to them, to help them, we must first focus inward on ourselves. For us, there is one hope. We must focus all our energy on catching this small chance. When exposed to contaminated thoughts, remember not to be reactive. Instead, take the moment to act inward. Activate your mind tech.
Yeah, so that dream someone had about Henry had about destroying heaven, that's clearly a corrupted message. Or the same thing, yeah. What they're called a corrupted message, whether it is or not, I don't know. That though, there is a drone. They have 4 rounds. Actually, I don't have any loaded because I took them out, assuming that that one was going to kill me. Burn down. One shot left. Drone's coming my way. No, it's looking my way. Is it moving? Where are they? One shot. Oh, brown trousers time. Right, there we go. No light. No rounds either. Well, at least if I was shoot myself, that's one advantage. Can't get round to it, can I? I'm gonna fall off with the try this. Oh god, this is tight. I almost jumped too far. Almost jumped too far. Almost jumped too far. Oh god, god.
Most receivers are initially skeptical about the existence of the threat. This is a good sign. A receiver should maintain a healthy mental immune system that consistently questions the evidence for all beliefs, both old and new. A receiver never maintains a belief just because it's the first one they've heard or because it's the culture they were born into. However, in this case, the appropriate behavior is the same, whether you believe in the literal existence of the threat or not. If it doesn't exist, you will have strengthened your mind
Say about that.
and trained your body for nothing. But aren't those goals inherently worthy? In this case, the means of defeating the threat are valid ends in
Hmm. I avoided it. Okay, there's nothing in there for me. Let's move. Round. Okay, just give me a tape. Give me a tape. Or some bullets. Tape!
When your firearm discharges, it cycles another round into the chamber. Your own internal feedback systems are critical. You are the weapon, and mind techs are your internal mechanism. A slight misfit of components will cause a feed jam, leading to a misfire, resulting in death. Ensuring that each mind tech is within tolerances will enable your proper operation and survival.
Sleepwalker achieved. Oh, finally. Deagle. It'll give me a freaking deagle. That's ludicrous. That's a very silly thing to do. What's my what's this? One night, oh, this from the unnamed soldier, just the yoga. One night, Amy and I were watching an old black and white movie at her place. We never watched or read anything from the last 50 years. About halfway in, she dozed off. I pretended to get up to use the restroom, snuck into the hall, and carefully lifted one of the advanced tapes from her purse. I grabbed my pack and ducked into the bathroom. Inside my pack, I had bought a double cassette boombox with high-speed dubbing. The tapes are usually pretty short, so I only took a few minutes to dub the first part of side A to a blank tape. I finished rewinding her tape and put my gear back into my pack. I slowly opened the door to find Amy standing there right in the gap, rolling her eyes. You could have just asked. Did you try asking? My own personal log. It's been a weird day. Day? I tried to spend it by finding the boundaries of this world, but the only way I could do so was to travel in one direction as far as I could. Maybe this is someone else's log. This is personal log. Now, whatever. So I went north, as if that means anything anymore. It was dangerous, but I've gotten used to running past turrets and away from drones. Interestingly, after a few hours of travelling, things started to look pretty familiar to me. Is the world looping? Am I stuck in a Mobius strip? Not that it matters, there's only one way out. Okay. Sleepwalker, you are starting to move for the first time and taking your first steps down the path. You are beginning to realize your potential, but you're still shrouded in shadow and illusion. Few progress past this point. I think I may be stuck at this point. You know, let's just. Oh, why? Why send this? Oh, oh, we got storms. That's different. We will continue on until I die. But I have 4 Deagle rounds. I'm going to break my bloody arms.
You are finally prepared to hear this message. You see reality painted in shades of black, but beyond your world is another, bathed in radiant light. We have reached out to you with a warning. If you are able to hear our message, you are one of the few that we can help. We call you receivers. The receiver who is speaking was chosen because he is able to hear us with exceptional clarity. With time, you too could learn this mind tech, but time is not something we have. There is a threat to everyone on your planet, and they have been weakening your media, lowering your natural defenses. The coming attack is unavoidable. All we can do is prepare.
There we go, and I'm dead. Putting the turret in the whatever that was air shaft was cheeky. And I'm down again. Gotta just keep climbing those rings. I'm falling down. Climb the ladder. Slide down the ladder. Wow. That is receiver 2. That's interesting. This could be. I can see how this becomes quite a compulsive game to complete. Yeah, it's very much like the first one. It's just more polished. It's cute. But yes, thanks you for joining me on Receiver 2 in this very odd, very odd game. Why can't I aim down the sights? It's weird. I don't get it. I don't know what's going on there. Oh, because it's. There we go. Yeah, killed it. Yes, Receiver 2. It's more the first. A bit more polish, more weapons. I don't know what else to say about it. It's just a little odd. I don't know how seriously to take it. It's just so culty, but it's a bit of fun. And it's given me an unpleasant experience of shooting myself in the head, which I've done in VR. It's even weirder when you do it in VR. Uh, yeah, horrible. Oh, I will shoot it, shoot it, shoot it. Yeah. I will be back maybe Saturday, definitely Tuesday. Don't know what I'm going to play yet. If you have any requests, let me know. Don't forget to follow me on Twitch and subscribe to my new YouTube channel, where you can catch the really good stuff that I've streamed without having to pay for my Twitch for VODs. Although that will be always be appreciated. Everyone have a great evening, and I will see you anon.